Welcome back.
Live action.
We are back.
We are. Once again.
We've got a good weekly consistency right now.
We got some streaks going.
A lot going on in the golf world right now.
Big time. Players, baby.
The players. We had the Creator Classic earlier in the week.
Classic was Wednesday. Yep. Shout out Fatty P.
Yeah.
The birdie on 17.
Incredible putt.
That was ridiculous. That was ridiculous. And then the best part was, Bob posted on one of the social medias, I think it was the Brilliantly Dumb one. It's Perez driving back to the hotel just with a big-ass slushie. And it's like, guy birdie 17 at TPC and just grabs a slushie on the way home.
just a regular day.
Yeah. So, but Grant Horvath won.
Okay.
Which... it's hard to argue he's not the best YouTube golfer out there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That wasn't ever pro.
Mm-hmm.
So, because you got a few pros out there who've played on the tour who are they're considering themselves more YouTube golfers.
Yeah.
I don't count them. Like, Creator Classic, to me, should be anyone who's never played on the tour. It should be pure talent of someone who doesn't play on tour.
Mm-hmm.
That to me is the purest YouTube golfer.
And I don't think it's even really about who wins or no one cares.
It's really not.
It's entertaining.
It is pure entertainment. Key and point. You mentioned
Trent,
right before. Trent
in
from
11
Barstool,
on 17.
Trent Daddy.
Like
the crowd went wild when he finally hit
it's incredible.
the green.
I mean, I'm looking at that myself and I'm like, all right, number one, you're playing in front of people for really probably the first time.
A couple thousand people.
Like, let alone if I have someone I don't know watching my tee shot, I'm a mental midget.
Yeah.
Like, I will,
Yep, absolutely.
I'm like, this one, I'm going to duff this one for sure.
So, Oh, yeah.
If we were on 17, how many shots do you think it would take you to get on? Is you really...
You know how I am with the par threes. I'm not bad at them.
That's a small target.
So I know it is. I know. I would say I would need probably 2 or 3. I definitely don't think I could do it in one, because even getting it on there, you're not safe.
Yeah. Because
it's a huge drop off. We all know how quick they are, so you can't hit a low lying missile in there and get it to. We don't have the capability. Professionals do, but normal amateur golfers don't have that ability. So you got to hit a high launch. They had a ton of wind playing yesterday. That's going to add 1 or 2 more, most likely. So, but I would say confidently, and you've seen me play a lot. My only strength ever was really par threes. I would say between 2 and 3. I definitely don't think I could get if you give me perfect conditions, no wind, no nothing, midsummer after I've been playing significantly most of the summer, I would say probably the first one I'm not going to make it just purely off of nerves, and then maybe that second or third one I'll settle in and I tee up a low iron to get more loft on it. That way when it comes down, it just almost plugs. Yeah,
I think it was like a 140-yard shot or something like that yesterday.
Yeah.
So if we're going 140, I think I'm feeling pretty confident with an 8-iron. I'm going to get on there, but like you said, I think I'm 2 or 3 because I think the nerves of it all. Like, I'm definitely going in the water at this one.
Yep, and I'm teeing up the 8-iron to get even more loft than the 8-iron already gives you. I'm teeing it up just that much more, because if it's 140 to the stick and it's probably like 118 maybe to the front, if I plant that bitch 128, 125, 128, and I'm talking high launch coming just straight down, no spin, no nothing, I think a teed up 8 for me as well. Yeah, I would get there, and I wouldn't try to put my curve on it like I like to with most. I mean, I wouldn't try to do that. I would try to hit just keep it as straight as possible,
nice and easy, right down the middle.
Well, I'm gonna aim a little left.
Yeah,
you just no matter what, I'm aiming ever so slightly.
Train tracks.
Aim for the train tracks, right? Yeah, and I aimed right for them too. That was the worst part. Oh, I was so mad. I had hit almost every fairway except for the first hole. I had hit almost every fairway, and then you said aim for the train tracks.
I got in your head.
I'm like, doom. I'm like, oh, yeah. So,
We played at Whiskey Creek.
Go ahead, yeah. Shout out Whiskey Creek, dude. A+, just amazing course.
Yeah,
from start to finish.
Greens even this time of the year were impossible.
Oh my goodness!
So
like I think we got a little slap in the face by that. Like we all came out with confidence, thinking, "Oh man, the greens will be slow," and no, you could breathe on the ball and it would go 40 feet.
I expected them to be quick, but not that quick already.
Dude, it's like I'm telling you, that was crazy. My buddy Josh plays a lot of golf.
Yeah,
a lot of golf. He goes. The only other place that I've played on the East Coast. He goes no course compares to this on the East Coast. He goes a lot of the West Coast ones do, where they have nice weather all year round.
Mm-hmm.
So the courses are obviously always going to be in great condition. He goes. Other than that, he goes. I've never been to a course that was this nice, like that fast of greens. He goes in March of all months.
Play that thing in July or August.
Maybe July or August. Yeah, better. It's going to be like there's. You know what it reminded me of? Like we should have recorded some of our putts, the ones that just went goodbye, and it would have been like Joe Dirt dressed up as the greenskeeper, spraying Pam on the greens as we're trying to putt and everything.
It was crazy.
It was bad.
So, but you hit a couple long putts.
I had a couple 20 pluses that fell. Yep, and I had good pace. It's not like they were rattling in with the flag or anything. Like I had semi decent pace on them and everything. That one on the back nine where I was on the top of the hill, all three of you guys were.
I thought you were done. Like
so did I, but I was like when it came down the hill, I couldn't have missed by more than this bottle cap.
Yeah,
like it went. It just it. I think it even caught a little bit of the hole. And I think that's what slowed it down ultimately, which was nice. But, yeah, it was. And then you birdied, 18. Shout out to Birdie.
Lucky.
Hey.
Yeah. Close my eyes and hope for the best.
Better to be lucky than good.
Yeah.
Right? So you avoided the Alamo, which anyone who's played Whiskey Creek, I call it the Alamo, in the center of the 18th green.
I think they used to run whiskey out of it.
Probably. That wouldn't surprise me at all.
Yep.
My drive landed a couple yards short of it, so I had to kind of duff a pitching wedge over top of it to even have a semi-clear shot. And then, I ended up with a bogey on 18, but I'll take a bogey. That's not an easy
not bad.
hole
No,
all.
It's not.
It's not an easy hole.
That's the first time I've ever birdied that hole. Which birdies don't happen for me very often anyway.
Yeah, they're rare. They're rare for most golfers with our experience.
It's the first time I've driven the ball over that Alamo, as you call it.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah.
Dude, that was your best drive all day.
Literally. Best for last.
Literally. Hey, better late than never.
Finally warmed up.
Yep. So, and like you just said, it got you excited to get back out there again.
Now I can't wait to play again.
Right?
Yep.
Right. So, of course, no course. Well, you got a few courses. You got Worthington Manor up by you.
Yeah.
You want to take a little bit of a drive, you got Musket Ridge.
There's a lot of good golf around me.
You got
PB Dye's nice.
PB Dye. Yeah, I always forget. I haven't played that.
We'll have to do that.
So I think we need to book that this spring.
Sounds good.
So, because I want, summertime, I feel like we're going to be playing a bunch of local courses around here more.
Yeah.
We got a ton of tournaments coming up. Shout out Zozo Battles tournament, June 6th. The website's live. Get signed up. Make sure you get your team signed up. I think we're going to fill up really quick this year.
Absolutely.
So we had over 115 or something year one for that. So me and Kevin are involved in a ton of tournaments, including our own the end of the year. But this one's hands down our first number one of the year is the Zozo tournament. So
it's our first major of the year.
How great is that? Love that. Perfect. Yes, it's our first major of the year. So get signed up. Always looking for sponsors for a great charity. Me and Kevin are on the board.
Yep.
Zozo and Jake and just amazing family. It's
for a great cause.
For a great cause. Yep, absolutely. But yeah, June 6th, the Woodlands. Shout out the Woodlands Golf Course, Baltimore County.
Mm-hmm.
Always take care of us. Always treat us well. So they won our business last year.
Yeah.
So we'll be on year 7?
7 or 8.
7 or 8 for ours. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we got to do something big for 10.
Absolutely.
When we get to it, we'll do something big.
Yep.
So, but Zozo first major, June 6th, the Woodlands. Get your team signed up. Awesome prizes, awesome raffles, like it always is.
Maybe we'll put a link in the description or something.
Yes, yeah, we'll throw a link out. Yeah, anyone in the Maryland DMV area, come on down, have a great time.
Yep. If not, book a plane, trip,
fly
you can
in.
stay at Nick's house.
Fly in. I don't know about that. No,
just kidding.
No, you got a little more room than I do.
I'm not. No one apologize. We're full.
Yeah.
No vacancy.
Yeah, no. Any YouTube creators? Denny McCarthy. Shout out Denny McCarthy, pro golfer right out of Maryland. He's been shooting pretty well at the Players.
Yeah, the Players. That is a beautiful golf course.
Oh my goodness. So the PGA Tour knew what they were doing with getting TV ratings up on Thursdays.
Yeah.
Because I got a feeling that they were looking at the numbers over the past couple tournaments and being like, oh, we're not getting the ratings that we really want. Final pairing yesterday. The number 1, the number 2, and the number 3 golfer in the world in the same group. You had Scotty Scheffler, Rory McIlroy, and Xander Schauffele. All playing in this, they're 3 juggernauts.
That never happens
in the game of golf right now.
Unless it's on a Sunday and
unless it's a Sunday and they're all shooting for the championship, but you don't normally see that. So, golf is trying to all of us we all still want to see Tiger win one more.
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
Hopefully Tiger recovers quickly, ruptured his Achilles, had to get surgery. So hopefully he repairs that quickly. We want to see him back out there. I love watching him play still.
Oh yeah.
So I've been watching videos he was giving Scheffler was just grilling him how do you play this shot? How do you play number 1 golfer in the world asking a guy who hasn't won a major in a
Everyone
few years.
looks up to Tiger.
Absolutely. Well, his life is golf.
Yeah.
Tiger's life from the day, he was on the Johnny Carson show as a 3-year-old, 4-year-old?
I don't know.
Hitting shots off his life is golf. So.
Yeah. We just got Colt. We're gonna get him a set of clubs.
Yeah.
Out there. He's only 3, so but we're gonna. I might look into some lessons this summer.
That's when Tiger started.
Yeah.
As long as he's got somewhat motor skills, which I know if he's your son he does. As long as he's got his slight motor skills together, it's just go from there. I got the little plastic one. Doc's only one, but his favorite toy is to walk over and grab one of the golf clubs.
Haley used to do that all the time too. Mm-hmm. Yep, I got a little plastic set.
Hey, LPGA Tour ain't a bad place to end up in life.
Hey, scholarship.
Throwing that one out. Oh, that. Dude, look at all the college golf that's picking up. Right? I think, if we're going to have kids that are getting into golf, I think we had them at the right time.
Absolutely.
So, because by the time they start getting of age, they'll start getting recognition and all that kind of stuff.
If I can get my kids into golf, I'm going to have every excuse on the weekend to go play. If I take them with me.
Yep.
Yep.
You know how happy your wife will be?
Just got to get them to a point where they can do it.
Empty house for 5 hours?
She would be thrilled.
That's what I'm saying.
So,
listen, hey, wifey, you fight for that now. You get your bonus time later on when they're older. That's the way you look at it.
So, I always when there's a big tournament like the Players, my favorite thing is to do a hole-in-one bet. I have that. It almost hit yesterday.
It almost hit, yes.
So, and it was. I have one that will there be a hole-in-one through all 4 just one?
Sure, a general one.
And
what's that?
I also have
minus 120.
Yeah, it was minus 160 or something like that.
Yeah.
And then I have one. Will there be a hole-in-one on 17? Ooh. So I have that too.
Yeah.
That was plus 150 or plus 170 or something like that.
Good little monopoly money.
Good juice. So
good little monopoly money.
We'll see. Hopefully that hits.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm confident it will.
Yeah. Yeah.
That would give me a nice little some more monopoly money to play with next week for March Madness.
That's right. March Madness kicking off.
So cannot wait.
March Madness, and then you lead right into baseball season. Right into opening day.
Yeah.
This
is the best sports time of the year.
We're finally past the dead zone.
Yeah.
Of no, we're officially. To me, the Arnold Palmer Classic last week and the Players is it's the appetizer. It's the
kicking
intro.
It off a little bit. Yeah.
March Madness is when you see that waiter coming out with your steak. Right. It's when it's getting started.
Bring me some wings. Bring me some beer.
You got it. Yep.
So, I cannot wait.
And then we get into beer and dogs, whether they're on the golf course or at the ball game.
Yeah, I think it's finally getting warm enough. Do some hamburgers and hot dogs on the grill.
Oh yeah,
can't wait.
Oh yeah. I've snuck in a few days here. I'm an idiot when it comes to grilling. I'll go out there in a monsoon just with my umbrella standing over the grill. Like I love grilled food.
I do too.
I will take grill over the oven, stovetop any day of the week.
Yep.
So absolutely love it.
I agree. Yeah. All right. What did you want to do for the top 3? You had a.
It's interesting. It's based off of the primary of what we've been filming and everything like that. So you were going out to play a round of golf at your favorite course.
Okay.
Okay. Do you have a favorite course?
Sure.
What is it?
Let's go Worthington Manor.
Worthington Manor. Okay. You have to shoot under 100. Okay. You've been practicing. This is end of summer.
Okay.
You've got a ton of rounds in all year. You're playing the best that you can play. You only get to take 3 clubs with you.
And I have to shoot under 100?
You have to shoot under 100.
Kill me now.
I won't count putter.
Okay.
So you get 3 plus a putter.
Oof.
3 plus the flat stick.
All right.
What are you taking with you?
I think you got to take driver.
Okay.
I think I'm going to take a 5-iron.
Oh, okay.
And a pitching wedge.
Okay.
Because I think that gives me enough of a spread.
Sure. You figuring you can, if you got like that mid-iron shot, you can just kind of choke up a little bit on the 5 or maybe slow the swing down a little bit.
Or just try to step on a pitching wedge.
Smash the pitching wedge. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. That's fair.
No way I'm shooting under 100, though.
Like I said, that's.
I think that's going to give me the best chance to get the best score.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I had to give a purpose of taking the 3 clubs.
Yeah.
Right? Because if I just say go out and pick your 3 favorite clubs, it's like, okay, it doesn't matter what I shoot. No, your goal is to shoot under 100.
Yeah.
So, okay. So driver 5, P wedge.
Yep.
And like I said, plus putter. If I think, and I'm using this into consideration, that I'm going to continue to improve with my driver between now and the end of summer.
It looked a lot better.
You've seen one from end of November when we played last till just the other day, the huge difference of me simply working on my grip and working on, all that stuff. I will take driver.
Mm-hmm.
I don't crush it, obviously, but it goes a hell of a lot further than my 4-iron does.
Yeah.
I'll take driver. I think I'm going to take 6.
I don't have 5. A 6 in my bag.
You don't have a 6. Okay, that's probably why I didn't take 6. I'm taking a 6 because, 1, it's that natural in between. I can step on a 6 to get the 5 or close to a 4. I can take a little off to get the 7 or 8.
Mm-hmm.
And then honestly, I think I'm going to take a sand wedge over the pitching wedge.
Okay.
Because I think I can dial back a 6-iron enough to equal what I need from a pitching wedge. But if I get stuck in a bunker, I don't think I'm getting out unless I have my sand wedge.
I think I could get it out with a pitching wedge. And I think, my thoughts on it was, all right, pitching wedge, that's going to 100 and in or 110 and in.
Mm-hmm.
Pitching wedge, and I can take some off of it if I'm 60 or 70.
Mm-hmm.
If anything around the green, I can probably
I'm
do pretty close.
Slightly more accurate with my sand wedge than I am my pitching wedge. So it's a bail me out club if I do end up in the sand, but also if I'm going within that, 60, 70, somewhere in there, I can really step on it if I have to turn the club up just a little bit to flatten the face.
Yeah.
And come around on it enough that I should be able to punch it up there.
One thought I did have was not taking the driver and then hitting 3-wood.
So of course I thought 4-iron.
Yeah.
Because I've played the 4-iron so damn much but I'm trying to remember where I'm going to be end of summer.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like my driver will be more consistent.
Yeah,
by the end of summer. So that there's a few factors that I threw in there. So, but yes, that was an interesting conversation, right?
Yeah.
Something we didn't plan this. I just thought of it off the top of my head. But love to know in the comments. Name your favorite course. Number one, especially if it's in this area. Would love to know what your favorite course is because we'll go play it. Oh, my favorite course? Honestly, I've only played it once, and I'm sad that I have, but it's kind of expensive. Is Queenstown?
Okay.
Over the bridge.
I've never played it. Oh, actually, I have once.
It's a beautiful.
It's right over the bridge.
Yes.
Yep. Right before those outlets, right there. Yep.
It's a beautiful, beautiful course.
That is nice.
Yeah, beautiful course. So I'm definitely going to go back this year, probably once or twice. I know it's a hike for you, but I drove up to Whiskey. You can drive to Queenstown for me.
Yeah. Yep.
So, but yeah, be Queenstown here in Maryland. But yeah, shout out your favorite golf courses in the comments, and then what 3 clubs plus you automatically get putter. But what 3 clubs with putter are you taking to shoot your? Yeah, I'm sure we break 100 not very often, right? We're close, but we don't break it very often. So if you're a really good golfer, what are you doing to break 90, 80, whatever that score is? I said 100 because of how I know how we play. What 3 clubs are you taking to shoot your best round you possibly can? Leave it open like that. So
what's your goal? Let's say end of summer. Where do you want your golf game to be? What do you want to be shooting?
I want to be consistently breaking 100. Okay. So if I'm shooting 96, I'm very happy by the end of summer. Coming from where my game has come in the past 2 years, where 2 years ago I was shooting in the 110s. Last year I got it down to the mid to high 100s, right? 108, 109. This year starting out, I've done 105, and I think I shot a 107 at Whiskey. And that was after shooting a 49 on the front, but I had a complete tear down in the back.
That'll happen.
And if you break my game down, especially on the front, I shot a 49 with 2 snowmen, 2 8s. If I turn those 8s into 6s, I shot a 45.
I had a 10 on the front on that par 5.
Did you really? Yeah.
The one where I just kept going up.
Yes.
That was brutal.
Yeah, that was actually one of my best holes. I shot that because that was the number 1 handicap hole. I got a bogey on it.
Gotcha.
So I was just off the green in 3. And then, of course, like if this is the pin, this is where it was set up. It was on the ledge. So if you were above the ledge, you had to hit it or it was going by. And if you were below, you better go up enough or it's coming right back down too. Yeah. So the greenskeeper was pissed off. Whoever set the holes,
not having a good day.
Was not having a good day. No, not at all. Especially for a Wednesday in March.
Yeah.
Could have been a little nicer to everybody, but it is what it is. But yeah, I want to be. My goal is to be mid 90s, 95, 96 consistently. And then because I want to keep each year, I want to take a couple more strokes off. Couple more strokes. Keep improving. I was putting really well.
Yeah.
Which I didn't do the first time I played a couple weeks ago. I did not putt well. I was averaging almost 4. So my average this time was just above 3, which I think for Whiskey, with the way the greens were, wasn't terrible. It's pretty happy with that. But that's another thing that I've started tracking this year is my putts. Right. So we were keeping our score on the scorecard, but I had on the digital thing, I was putting in the number of putts that I had. Okay. So it looked like I was getting ready to set the course record, obviously. But I told my buddy Josh who was in the cart with me, I was like, I'm just going to track my putts up here. He goes, oh, okay, cool. So because with a guy like me who's consistently shooting over 100, everything that I've read, everything that I've watched tells me that if I can get my putting average as close to 2 as possible, I'm going to take an average of probably 10 strokes off of my final score. If I can start consistently 2 putting every single hole instead of 3, 4, 5 if it gets really bad.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. So that is the driver and 2 putt average are my top tier goals as far as game improvement. Score improvement is to be 95, 96 consistently.
Okay.
So I would be very happy. I've broken 100 a handful of times, but I'm not doing it consistently enough.
Yeah.
So I want to get to that consistent part. I think with me finding a way to hit my driver now is going to help. Obviously a ton.
Absolutely.
I'm getting on the number one handicap par 5 at Whiskey Creek in 3. I'm pretty happy with that. Any shot at birdie for me on a par 5 is huge.
Yeah.
Because other than that, my goal was to get there in 5 and be putting for bogey.
Yeah.
Used to be with my 4-iron and stuff, but yeah, that's my goal. What about you?
I think I want to be mid-90s. I want to flirt with 90.
Yeah.
One time.
Yeah. I've seen you go on streaks to where I'm like,
my golf game can be really good, but it can be really bad too. As with everyone.
Can't have a 10. You can't have a 10, right? I tell myself all the time, I cannot have 8s and 9s.
Yeah.
If I get a 7, you can recover from a 7.
Well, here's the thing too with that 10. I was all the way on the other side.
Oh my goodness.
With my 3-wood.
Yes.
And I kept fucking duffing it.
Yep.
And I'm like, I'm not running back over to the cart to get another club. Like, I'm just going to keep hitting this.
Yep.
I'm either going to figure it out or I'm not. Yep. And I didn't figure it out.
No.
Well, if I was playing that more conservatively.
What I thought was very nice was that your partner, your buddy who came along, was also having a very rough time on that hole.
Yeah.
So you both were moving at the 15 to 20 yard pace together. Going all the way uphill, it was like it's a 520 yard, 100%. The entire hole is uphill.
Yep.
You got nothing but Sherwood Forest on your left. Your OB if you go any bit right, and it curls left as it goes up the hill. It starts out going right and then curls left around the woods to get uphill. So and then the green. Slightly bigger than this room, but like I said, it was on a slant, almost a 45-degree slant. Yeah. So that hole was made to make you want to go to the train tracks.
As we were pulling up, I'm like, I hate this hole. I hate this hole. I hate this hole. So
yep.
Mental warfare there.
I was the first one to tee off on that hole. I ran up, hit my tee shot, landed right in the middle of the fairway. I'm like, okay, let me get the hell out of here. I was so pumped about it. You have no idea.
Yeah.
So excited about that.
So yeah. But yeah, if I could, mid-90s, flirt with 90 once or twice.
Have you ever broken 90?
No.
No? Okay.
Nope.
Hey, could be the summer.
I think my best round is 96 or 97.
Okay.
So,
okay.
I think I can get to around 90.
With as often as we're going to be playing this summer.
Hopefully.
Hopefully. Yeah, hopefully. Yeah, I think it can be done. Do I think it's going to be done in a course like Whiskey? No.
So my best round was there, and I shot a 97.
Was it really? Oh my god. Okay. Never mind then. I apologize. So, I was going to say let's pick.
And that day I probably drank 3 or 4 transfusions, 10 beers while I was out. Like it was.
It helps.
It was.
It helps. Yeah. The
Steins and Jared.
Oh, that helps. That helps. The fusions were flowing.
Transfusions
they were flowing on Wednesday.
All right. What's your favorite drink you're out on the golf course? Mine is a transfusion. The most often thing that I drink on the course is beer, but
I was going to say
if I'm drinking, which I don't, not every round.
I'd probably have to go Orange Crush.
Orange Crush?
Yeah, that's what I started the morning with.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, but me and Josh because we got there like 9:15 because I don't know how to anticipate traffic when I know I have over an hour drive. So I was like, we'll show up early. We'll go to the driving range.
Yep.
Right. Get warmed up. Go to the putting range. Do some chips.
Get a little breakfast sandwich.
So we got there and it was like 9:20, and that's when I called you because I parked right next to a truck that was similar. I'm like, man, he's here already. Look at that. And I called you. You're like, no, I'm still on my couch in my living room. I'm like, okay.
I was doing some work.
We'll see. Oh, okay, I got you. I was like, all right, we'll see you when you get here then. So we walked up to the bar. Bartender's like, how can I help you guys? And, Josh goes, you guys make transfusions? He goes, absolutely. He goes, I'll take one of those. And I said, you guys do Orange Crushes right now? He goes, yep. I said, I'll take an Orange Crush.
There you go.
So I think that I could orange, pineapple, just give me some crushes while I'm out there on the court.
Big pineapple guy?
If that's not got to be in the mood. Got to be in the mood. I know what you were going towards that one. So I'm avoiding that sand pit by all means. Yeah, I'm going to avoid that sand
You just
pit.
got to be in the mood for
Yeah, you got to be in the mood for it. Yep. Absolutely. So, but what a great day.
Yeah.
Middle of March, get a perfect day to golf like that.
Absolutely.
So we missed the most perfect day by one day, but still ended up being a great day.
Yeah. I got plenty of sun to show for it.
So did I. Yeah. I got the back of my legs got torched. So, and my cheeks got torched a little bit. The hoodies came off by what? Hole 6, 7?
After I pretty much ran the entire 5th hole, I was, yeah.
That engine was warmed up.
4th hole, yeah. I'm like, it's coming off.
Yes.
So
you didn't get in the cart the whole time.
It was brutal. It was brutal.
Like off the tee box, you're like,
dude, I walked 5 miles that day.
Did you tracking it? Yes, yeah. That doesn't surprise me.
Because it keeps it on the watch.
But that's 5 miles uphill.
Yeah.
There isn't any holes that are downhill. I don't know how it works.
After that one that goes uphill, it's all straight.
Right after that is the straight down. Never mind. Okay, there is one hole that's significantly straight down, but out of 18, I would have to say 11 of them are just directly uphill.
Yeah. So, but anyway, fun round.
Sorry, yes. If you've never played Whiskey Creek, go play it. Check it out. Great people there. Great people that work there. Great service. I didn't even realize one of the cart girls ran up to our carts on the 18th and started cleaning our clubs off.
Yeah.
I was like, what is she doing? And then she just hurried up, and then
she ran away before I could tip her.
Yeah. Like she ran. I'm like, wait a minute. Like, and she might be new. The manager's probably like, you might want to stay. They usually tip when you do stuff like that. So we ended up with a flat tire. On 10, 11?
Something like that.
11. We punched it into the thing. We weren't even on the putting green of 11 because we called it in at the tee box. We weren't even on the putting green yet, and the guy had a whole new cart, taking our stuff off, putting it on the new cart. He's like, I'll talk to management. I'm so sorry. I'm like, bro. We're not like that.
Yeah.
You don't need to, I don't want a free round. We don't.
I'll take a free round.
Well, yeah, up there maybe. So, but I'm like, no. I'm like, listen, thank you. We appreciate how quickly you got out here. You helped us move over. He goes, yep, no problem. You need anything else? Just hit us up. Like, okay, cool. So, class.
They do it right there.
Classy joint.
Yep.
Classy joint. So, yeah. I mean, you pay a little extra, but I think like my buddy Josh said, you keep out the riffraff with that high end. More high end like tea like green fee and everything like that, but food is greatly priced. Great food, by the way. Had a pretzel dog.
Their food is very good.
That was amazing, and all their drinks were reasonably priced.
Mm-hmm.
So orange crushes and transfusions were only $8.
Yeah.
So and that included tax and everything. So yeah, no arguments here. Well run, A+ class organization up there.
Yep.
So, March Madness.
We're conference tournaments right now.
Yeah.
This is bettors always say conference tournaments are the way to go.
Yeah.
If I don't follow it that closely.
No.
So I don't know
too much.
Enough about it.
When is first tip off? Next Thursday?
Thursday, 12:10 is likely the first tip off.
Okay. So we should aim to film right before that. Just heads up, maybe Wednesday, get it out Wednesday night. Let's do a bracket.
Okay. I'm gonna do one for my office, and we'll
do one live. We'll do one on the show.
Okay.
We'll break our bracket down. We'll each do one, and then round the golf to the winner.
Sounds good.
Like we've done in the past.
Yeah.
So yep, I'm good with it.
Works for me.
Yeah. Did you have anything else? Oh, big free agent, ton of free agents. Jeez, we almost left all that out. Sorry.
Who did the Chiefs sign?
No, just. In general, all the free agents that's going on. I mean,
lots of free agents.
They signed Gardner Minshew. I don't know if that's worth anything. But,
what is John Allen signed with the Vikings?
Almost immediately. He got cut and got signed 4 hours later.
And he got more money.
So,
which you look at it, the Commanders did the right thing for him.
You guys are
the right thing for the organization.
You guys are making all the right moves. You guys have made a ton of right moves so far.
How do you feel about the Ravens bringing in DeAndre Hopkins?
He's an upgrade from our other number 3. Can't even tell you his
Bateman?
name. No, Bateman's 2.
Okay.
Yeah,
I was going to say, Bateman had a good year last year.
Bateman had 11 touchdowns. No. Bateman's 2. Zay's 1. Bateman's 2. I forget what his name is. He is an upgrade, though. So, and he's a locker room guy, from what I've heard. Big-time locker room guy, which is good. Brings, he knows I'm sure he understands the culture that he's coming into. Get to play with Lamar. Why not? He's on the back end of his career. So I thought it was going to be Devontae Adams. He ended up signing with the Rams. So maybe Stafford can give him one more shot at glory. Did you see who the front runner is for Cup?
No, is
Cowboys. Yeah. So he's the.
He's got Dak thrown on the ball.
They're the front runner. Well, I think having CD on the opposite side might actually open him up a little bit.
Yeah.
So, what are some other big moves? Bosa ended up signing with the Bills.
Mm-hmm.
I called that one.
That's
so
right.
As soon as I heard that they released Von Miller, I'm like, like everyone was pointing at what you said before it was even happening that he was going to go to San Francisco.
I thought that would have been cool.
Finish out with his brother.
Probably didn't make a ton of sense, but it was cool.
So no, and I saw that the offer was about $2.5 million less. Plus, when you're talking California and New York is slightly less in taxes than California is. So
two of the worst.
And they are the top two. They're 1 and 2, interchangeable almost. Who else you got?
Still got Trey Hendrickson out there. You hear Commanders are still in play there.
Still in play. Yep.
But I don't know after the trades that we've made.
Miles
Laramie Tunsil.
Laramie Tunsil was a huge
What
trade.
a move.
Huge. And you didn't lose much draft stock. Did you guys do a 3 and a 5?
It was a second and a fourth next year.
2 and 4 next year. Okay.
And a third this year or something like that.
Okay.
It was 3 picks.
Okay.
I think we got a pick back from them too.
Probably a fifth.
It was a fifth or a sixth.
Yeah.
But we're getting a plug and play
A-plus
Pro Bowl left tackle.
Yep.
Arguably the best pass blocking left tackle in the NFL.
In the league right now. Yep.
Yep. Jaden Daniels is going to be set up to succeed.
Yes. I think so.
You can move Coleman, who played left tackle last year. You can put him at guard or put him at right tackle.
Mm-hmm.
As we have Cosme, who tore his ACL against Detroit.
Mm-hmm.
He was Pro Bowl right guard.
Yep.
I
think you guys have addressed
until he comes back.
I think you guys have addressed a lot of the positions. You guys got a cornerback too.
Yeah,
I saw that you guys
free agent.
Free agent cornerback. But
we got rid of Benjamin St. Juste. He signed with someone else. Thank God.
We got rid of Brandon Stevens. I was pumped. Dude, as soon as the Jets signed him, I was like, "Thank you, Lord."
Yeah,
he's the one that Jamar Chase put up almost 300 yards on. We had him man to man on Jamar Chase. I'm like, why?
Tough day.
Why? And the Jets gave him like $9 million a year. Like, what? Just you're going downhill. I'm sorry.
They see something. I guess, but
Rodgers is set to be cut. So
how about the Steelers? DK Metcalf. That is
guess who else they might be bringing in?
Aaron Rodgers.
Juszczyk.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, but yes, it's basically everyone's saying it's a coin flip between Rodgers or if they're going to re-sign Wilson. I think if they can get Rodgers, they're going to get Rodgers.
Absolutely.
I think they're going to move on from Wilson. Justin Fields already signed with the Jets, so he's gone.
Yeah.
So I think the Steelers grab Rodgers, take a rookie in the draft that Tomlin can mold into something.
Yeah.
The guy wins. You can't argue with how he does business. He wins. He knows how to win. Not looking forward to having to play against now Jamar Chase, DK Metcalf. Not looking forward to playing those guys twice a year now.
I was hearing, I heard it somewhere, but the Steelers' offense is gonna be their wide receiver room is going to have the most personal fouls.
Yes, I did see that between him and Pickens.
Yeah,
yes,
they're going to be.
Yeah, I've been seeing all the memes. They're hilarious.
So I thought that was funny.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, huge.
If they can get a quarterback, that's a dangerous team.
Especially, I mean, as long as they can keep Rodgers upright, I think that's going to be their biggest thing that they have to do.
Yeah.
Is just keep Rodgers upright, and he can be great. They got to reestablish the running back position, I believe, which is I think the only biggest question mark that you guys have now. Essentially,
I think we got to get one in the draft.
Or do you? I mean, obviously, B-Rob's still under contract.
He's still under contract.
Hopefully, he comes back. I mean, if he's healthy, he is a top 10 back in the league, in my opinion. If he's healthy,
times. And
now you're giving him a better O-line too. I think that they're going to run one more. I think they do draft someone, probably 4th or 5th round guy. But I do believe that they give B-Rob one more shot.
Yeah, I think they do
before they think they got to move on. Plus, you got Debo, who's going to take a ton of pressure off of him.
Exactly.
When you get Cliff Kingsbury, that offense and everything,
It's going to be fun.
It's going to be fun to watch, you guys. Yeah. It's going to be fun. Those will be some good games to watch.
Yeah.
This coming year for sure. So, but yeah, Myles Garrett signs the largest contract as a non QB, and it's like, and everybody keeps saying like, what's going to happen with Micah Parsons now? He's going to want more. He's younger.
He deserves it.
He deserves it. Is Dallas going to pay up?
I feel like at some point they have to. I just don't know if they, How
about their streak of not signing a free agent for more than, $5 million in the past 8 or 9 years?
It was impressive.
It's impressive to continue to be that mediocre and still think that that's not the way to go.
I'm okay with it.
Of course
I'm okay with it.
Of course you are. Looks like Philly did an entire overhaul, but I feel like they're bringing. I mean, you can't keep all those guys. They're going to go get their money. You just can't.
They're not losing anyone that they're heard about. I don't think.
Nope. Nope. Not by any means. Not by any means.
I think.
And you don't know what moves people can make in the draft. Move up, take a top corner because they let go of both their corners.
They've drafted very well.
Yeah, I think so.
One thing was I heard people talking about Myles Garrett. Are you okay? And I know my thoughts on it, but obviously he got paid he's now $40 million a year.
Mm-hmm. 122 guaranteed.
Are you okay being the top paid player and not winning a Super Bowl? Hey, if you're going to pay me $40 million a year.
So it's for 4 years, right?
Yeah.
And he's what, 30, 31?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
I think he ring chases at the end of this contract. Because I still think, barring any major, which you never know, but I mean, you're getting $122 million guaranteed. You're good for life. Your kids are good for life. Your grandkids are good for life.
Yeah.
Okay. You got that taken care of. Cleveland's not winning a Super Bowl in the next 4 years. I would bet a good amount of money on that.
Mm-hmm.
So go ring chase. See who the top dog is after 4 years. Sign the veteran, whatever you want to get at that point in time.
Yeah.
Chase your ring then. He's still going to be a force 4 years from now.
Yeah.
He's not going to be number one, I don't think, but he's still going to be a force. He'll be top 10.
Yeah.
Defensive end in the league. Someone will sign him, and he can go chase a ring then. I think he won it. He's in the prime of his career. I think Cleveland had the most money to offer him, so he took the money. And in 4 years or 3, if he opts out early, he'll go ring chasing then.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, he's obviously it was contemplated what he needed to do, what he wanted to do. So because he, obviously all fingers pointed that he wanted the hell out of there. $122 million make a lot of people change their mind.
You ain't kidding.
Guaranteed. He gets 85 the day he signs. The other 40 some or just under that, 37, gets paid out over the next 4 years guaranteed. And then, of course, the incentives on top of that to make him get almost 40.
Play football.
Just to play ball.
Incredible.
Pays to be the best. But
it does.
We're going to break down our brackets next week.
Yes.
Continue with free agency. Maybe talk a little bit more about the NFL draft coming up. Go over who wins the players. Make sure you're watching this weekend. Make sure you're watching this weekend.
I'll do my best.
Not watching. So at least watch
I'll be honest. I haven't.
I know. At least watch some of the final round. And then once again, get at us. Favorite courses, top 3 clubs.
Yeah.
Anything else?
Dad moment, or just do it next week.
Dad moment. Yeah, we can do dad moment next week.
Okay.
Yep,
sounds good.
Yep. Because I was going to talk about how my son pinned another kid down in daycare.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.